All right, so this lesson number 3, we are going to talk about the last of the 3 functions that we're going to explore further in this unit, and that is graphs of exponential functions. Again, this is just an overview. So let's take a look here. I'm going to move this down so we get everything in the right place. I'm going to write about there. There's a video involved. I link to the video here in the document itself, or I will link it in Google Classroom as well, or you can just watch it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this video of bacteria splitting, and let's just watch it one time through first.
Bacteria reproduce very simply and rapidly by doubling their contents and splitting in two. Just one bacterium, dividing every 20 minutes, could produce nearly 5,000 billion bacteria in one day.
All right, so then what we want to do is we want to look at how many bacteria we have here over at 0 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds, and 3 seconds, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to rewatch the video, and at 0 seconds, we're going to write in how many bacteria there are. So we're going to start again here. Okay, so I'm going to back this up a little bit. Now you can't really see because it's kind of shaded there. But if you look closely, you will see there's just one bacteria, 2 bacteria. So at 0 seconds, we actually have 2 bacteria for this. Okay, now we're going to play this and we're going to try and stop it at 1 second.
Bacteria.
Boom, we stopped it at 1 second. And if you take a look here, how many bacteria do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 back there. Again, I know it's hard to see, but there's 4 bacteria. All right, so let's keep going. I'm going to stop it at 2 seconds.
Reproduce very simply.
There's 2 seconds. It's actually a little bit easier to see now. Let's take a look. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bacteria. You know, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Okay, one more. We're going to stop at 3 seconds.
Simply and rapidly by doubling their contents.
There's 3 seconds right there. Let's see how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, seems to be following the pattern perfectly. Okay, and then as we keep going here, I think you can imagine what's going to happen.
Contents and splitting in
They're
two.
going to keep splitting in
Just
two.
one bacterium,
second.
dividing every 20 minutes, could produce nearly 5,000 billion bacteria in one day.
All right, so there we go. All right, let's take the video out and let's work on this. From this table, what we want to do is we want to actually make a plot of this. So using the data from the table, plot the number of bacteria each second. We have to make reasonable estimates for 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let's go back up to our table here. If we were to extend this out, if we were to do 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and 6 seconds, based on the pattern, how many bacteria would you expect at 4 seconds? Well, it appears that we're doubling. Every time we go from one to the next, we're doubling. So that would mean that after 16, there's going to be 32. And after 32, there's going to be 64. And after 64, there's going to be 128. And then this pattern is going to keep going. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create our scales. Our scales on the bottom has been created already. On the y-axis, we're going to have number of bacteria. And we need to create ourselves a scale so that we go all the way from 0 at the bottom to at least 128 at the top. So the best way to do that is to count the number of boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe if I go up by, like if I went up by ones, that would only get me to 10, so that's not good enough. If I were to go up by tens, that would get me up to 100, so that's still not enough. I need to go higher than that. So I guess I'm going to go up by 15s, and I don't need to label every single line. So the first one is going to be 15. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go right to the next one is 30. And then the next one is 45. The next one after that is 60. and then 75, and then 90, and then 105 and 120, and then 135 and then 150. So that seems like a good scale. So we want to make sure that our scales, that we want to make sure that we're always starting at 0, and we want to make sure that we're going up by the same amount every single time, and we want to make sure that we pick something that gets us far enough. We wouldn't want to go up by like 50s, because then our whole graph is going to be scrunched down here at the bottom, and we don't necessarily want that either. So let's go ahead and plot this. So at 0, I'm at two bacteria. So that's going to be way down here, almost to 0. And then at 1 second, I'm just a little bit higher at 4 bacteria. And then the next one is 8 bacteria. Remember, this first line is 15, so I'm not there yet. 8 is only about halfway there. At 3 seconds, I'm at 16, so I just crossed that first line. At 4 seconds, I'm going to be at 32, so that's just past the 30 line. At 5 seconds, I'm going to be at 64, so that's just above the 60 line. I'm doing great here. And then at 6 seconds, I'm going to be at 128, which is right about in here somewhere. So what you see here is you see this graph that starts low, and then it gets steeper and steeper and steeper and steeper and steeper, and it's going to keep going really, really steep off to infinity. This is what we call an exponential graph. All right, now if I were to connect this would look something like this. This would be a nice curve. It would look something like this. And it's going to go forever in that direction. It kind of looks like half a quadratic, but it's actually not half a quadratic. It's actually called an exponential function. Okay, and this is what it looks like. And again, this is just an overview. We are going to explore these in a lot more detail as we move forward in this course. So I just want you to be introduced to it. And that's it. I've got a little bit for you to practice, and that's all of it. See you next time.